folks, this is Abrahm with Pathfinder TV, instructor at the Pathfinder School. I'm out with my cousin today, and what we're going to do is, yes, this is Austin, my cousin. We're going to show him some fire skills. I'm going to show him how to process some fat wood down. You guys seen this a lot in the videos on Pathfinder TV and just on YouTube in general. And then I'm going to show him how to use a mini inferno. This is the Pathfinder brand mini infernos, but you can home make these very easy. All it is a cotton disc, or you can use cotton balls, wax it over with some kind of accelerant inside of it, and you break it open. Since it's waxed, it's waterproof, so that's really good. Both of these are very good for fire making. And then I've got a ferro rod. I'm going to show him proper ferro rod technique. There's a couple ways, but there's two ways that I like to use personally, so we're going to go over that. First, I'm going to process these down. He's going to watch me, and then I will let him give it a shot. What I'm going to process down is this potato chip, is what my cousin would call it. He said it looks like a potato chip.
It does.
But whatever floats your boat, man, it don't matter to me.
It looks like a potato chip.
But the process is down. It's pretty simple. It's just waxed over again. I'm going to split it in half, but usually what I would do is just take the ends and separate it out. Expose the cotton, you see there? So if it was wet, that's going to keep it waterproof. I'm just going to break it in half, so he's got half and I've got half to use. Set it there, and I've got that cotton exposed. You want a lot of surface area. That's the key with anything, is a lot of surface area. So process that up just like that. It's that simple. And the whole disc would probably burn 5 to 7 minutes, so it's probably going to burn 2.5 minutes or so, or a little bit over. I'm going to put my knife sheath there, get my moor out, and there's a couple ways to do this. The first way is, and this is the best way in my opinion, brace the knife. You got to catch that angle and pull the rod back. Because if I'm pushing, am I going to knock this all over the place? But if I'm going to pull back, I'm throwing the sparks and I'm not knocking this everywhere. You understand? And then there's another way. It's called, you're going to plant it down and just throw the sparks onto it. Again, that's going to knock it all over the place. So what I like to do is brace it, pull the rod back. Just like that. And there's a couple problems with this rod right now. I've loaned this to some students, so it's got quite a few speed bumps on there, which is ridges. And you don't have a smooth action with the ferro rod if it was completely smooth, so you're going to have to work with that, but you'll be okay with that. So I'm just going to pull it like this, brace it, one strike, and it's good to go. And again, since it's half of the disc, it's going to burn approximately 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. See how hot that is? And the black smoke, that's the oils coming out of this disc. I'm going to process down this fat wood, and again, all this is, it's pine. You can get it with spruce too and other woods like that, but it's pine that's impregnated with this resin. It's when the tree dies, or it's got a wound and the resin goes to a certain spot and then it seeps right there and it gets really soaked through. You're going to find this in the south a lot. You can pretty much find it anywhere on the trees, but up in the eastern woodlands you can't find it as prevalent as down there, and as big of pieces you're going to have to go into like the crotches of the trees where it soaks down. And again, I showed you guys that in videos. I'm going to brace this and use the back of my knife and just scrape. And I can do it this way, or I can brace that down, and it works a lot quicker this way. And it smells like turpentine. Got them ridges there. I'm just going to fix them a little bit with my blade. Just like that, and collect up a pile about a little bit bigger than a quarter. That's what I want. And when you get this, it should stick together and it smells like turpentine again. Do you smell that strong scent to it? Okay. This is pretty basic stuff, guys. Just want to kind of pass it on a little bit. This is why you should have that 90-degree spine, squared off spine. Utilize it for many things. So that's going to be good just for this. And again, it's about the size of a quarter, or about the size of that half of that disc if you had it rounded over. Just get it up, scooch it into a pile, and hit it with a ferro rod. When you do that, make sure you get that sticky residue from the fat wood off of the back of your knife before you do it, because it will stick to the ferro rod and you won't get as good sparks that way. Alright, sometimes it can be tricky, but again, it's got the speed bumps on here, so it's a little trickier. clean it up, put your knife up. That's especially teaching down at the school. The #1 thing we see is students don't put their tools up, and this could roll in the fire, and obviously this would burn up very quick. And you could fall on your blade if you don't know where it's at, or you could lose it. So, which one would you like to try first? Does it matter to you? Alright. We'll get the camera adjusted and let Austin give it a shot. He's going to go for that mini Inferno first. It's that easy. When you're doing that, do you feel how thick it is? That's all the resin in it. So when you guys do this, it's going to feel quite thick. Whether you're scraping it or carving curls, that's when you know you have that nice, rich fatwood. And the more dust you create, it's just creating more surface area, so a bigger area for the sparks to hit. That should be plenty. I'd get down a little bit closer to it if you can. There you go. There you go. You beat me, man. It's awesome. This has been Abrahm with Pathfinder TV, instructor at the Pathfinder School. I will most likely be doing more videos with my cousin, getting him involved because he just moved out near me, so we have access to more time to spend out in the woods. We can be doing campouts and things like that. So if you guys stick around to Pathfinder TV, we'll post some more videos on that, just learning skills and just other miscellaneous tips and tricks. Definitely check out the other instructors' videos on Pathfinder TV. Hit the subscribe button. Share it with your friends. Go check out the Pathfinder Learning Center on Facebook. And again, thanks for all you guys' support, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care. Shut up. Stop. Stop. Stop, please. Don't get me started. Austin, don't. Good afternoon, folks. This is Abrahm, Pathfinder TV instructor.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're sitting there like...
Because I'm trying to keep myself from laughing.
Why did you do this, Austin? Good afternoon, folks. This is Abrahm with Pathfinder TV, instructor at the Pathfinder. What? What did I do wrong?
Nothing. I just...